name's Lacey Cruz, and I'm going to instruct you on how to stencil a big old long basement wall. I decided to rip up my basement, and I had this nice little exposed cement that, because of budget constraints, balling on a budget here, I wasn't able to sheetrock it and do all the normal things that people would do. So I decided to paint it and stencil it to give it a finished look because my budget is so great. So what I started with was a little level, a tape measure, a dog. I have my paint, my painter's tape to hold my stencil on the wall, some chalk, a big level, and a step stool. So what I did was I found my starting point, and I came down my basement steps, and that's kind of where my eye landed, right here. So I held the stencil up and marked the center point, and then I took my tape measure and I measured what my center point was, and it was 35 inches. So then I just went all down my wall and I made little hash marks all the way down my wall, and then I took my big level and I made a chalk line so that I had a frame of a reference to start my stencil. So once I got all of that figured out, you can see the lines here as far as keeping them in order. I put my stencil on the wall with my painter's tape, and I just took this little level to make sure that this was level as well. And then another important thing is making sure you have the right roller. At first I started out with a smooth roller, and this is a semi-smooth because it's really textured and it's poured concrete, so it's kind of rough and nasty. So you want to make sure that you have the right roller so that it goes on right. Another thing is these stencils kind of dry, so make sure that you kind of do it with a quickness so that your holes in your stencil don't clog up. I kind of had a problem with that. But then you just put on the paint, making sure not to get off the stencil. Kind of give it another once over. And then you pull it off. And there you have your stencil. So for 25 bucks, a can of paint that I already really had around the house, and tools that you probably already have, you can make something look great for not a lot of money. Anyway, my name's Lacey Cruz, and this is Stenciling 101 on a Budget.